Next, after your chapter one, which is introduction, is your chapter two, the methodology. That's the materials and methods. So it's basically going to talk about how you identify your problem and the necessary things you did to, let's say, how you identify your problem, or yes, the process in identify the problem. So problem identification. So in identifying your problem, just as I said earlier on, you are going to identify a problem. So the chapter two is going to talk about the methods, that's the methodology, how you did that. So in doing that, you are expected to collect data. And in collecting the data, you can use online questionnaires, hard copy questionnaires, informal interviews, speaking to opinion leaders. So this is just general, but you are going to talk about how you did yours. So if in your let's say in your process you will use online questionnaires, you are going to talk about it in here. If you use informal interviews, you are going to talk about it. If you use both, you are going to talk about all of them. So how did you identify your problem? That's what the chapter 2 talks about. So you are going to talk about everything you did in identifying your problem. Now you are going to personal observations. What are some of the things you saw during your whole process? So let's say you went around your community to speak to people, to give out questionnaires, to take questionnaires. What are some of the things you saw? Where are some of the problems you encountered? What are some of the observations? Visit places that have the problem. So you are supposed to go to the places that have the problems, and you are going to put all this thing in your chapter 2. You are going to talk about all of this in your chapter 2. Community aerial mapping, you are going to show, so you are going to, let's say, aerial mapping. You are going to move through your community, speak to the people, and identify the problem. You are going to put all this thing in your chapter 2. Now we're going to talk about, do the identified problem conform to area of study or sub-field discipline? The problem you identified, what field of study in your area? But you should make sure the problem you are taking corresponds to your field of study, right? Now, that one I already spoke about it. They are going to use your Excel to give a pictorial representation of problems identifying your society. What this means is that I told you earlier on that you are going to identify a whole lot of problems, but you are going to rank them. They are going to talk about the most pressing challenge. So this is an image, for instance, and this is a map, let's say a pie chart from Excel. And in this pie chart, you have teenage pregnancy, soil erosion, health related issues, contamination of water bodies, pavement defects. So you realize that after my survey, these were some of the problems the community faced, right? The collection of data through all this give me this problem. Then I use Excel to rank the problem. So you can whether use a histogram, a pie chart, a bar chart, but there's a so using Excel, I ranked them. So I could see that 135 individuals made mention that pavement defect is a problem. Then 22 people stated soil erosion, 9 people stated contamination of water bodies, 12 people stated health related issues, and 23 people stated teenage pregnancy, right? So this is a whole chart. Then I'm going to take, so meaning that from this the most pressing challenge is 135, which is the pavement defect. So meaning that in this my report is going to be about pavement defect. I think I picked this from a geological engineering student's report, and yes, pavement defect is a geotech problem, or even a civil engineer can also talk about this, yes. But yes, geotech is related to geological engineering. So I think the individual wrote about pavement defects. So from here, the graph shows that 135 people stated that pavement defects is the main challenge in the community. So I've been able to identify my problem by collecting data and representing my data in a pictorial view. So we are going to put all this in your report. Now, on the topic should be about the problem itself. And note, it shouldn't be generic. Do not be using AI or artificial intelligence, ChatGPT to generate reports and all that. Make sure you are being, the whole aim of the course is to build you up so that you'll be able to solve problems in your community. So, mind you, don't be using, like, just be genuine, be authentic. Although sometimes you need the artificial intelligence for some ideas, but don't make your everything you're doing be generic, like you generated them. Make sure they are true, vivid, because you're going to defend this. So make sure whatever you are doing is accurate, is precise, and is concise. So now state the problem itself, so in your topic, and your topic must also include your community and what your community is talking about. So let's say my topic can be poor drainage system. That's the problem in, let's say, Adabraka. That's the community, a suburb in the, let's say, Greater Accra region of Ghana. Like, this is how my topic should be. You are not just going to say flooding, poor drainage. Although when you are collecting the data, the people will say erosion and all that, but you should frame your topic. When I read your topic, I should know where the problem is. So let's say soil erosion in Kakraba, a suburb of Kaswa in the central region of Ghana. This is a very neat topic, right? Water related issues at Mankesim in the central region of Ghana. This is a nice topic. So your topic should be like, it should contain the problem, it should be precise and concise, and also it should contain your community, your districts, and what have you.